This one, it's just spinning.
Yeah, it's tripping all day.
The brother's just like.
You good, mister. We good. Okay. So, we good on yours after now?
Nah, that shit been tripping all day.
You're muting him.
You might have to. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Legitimate, basically Louisiana, statewide camps. All right, come ahead and do the Passach lesson. All right, as we always do. I want to start off by giving everyone and praise to you. All right, double honors once again to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. All right, once again we are around to the really Passover, man. Right, and seeing how things are going and rapidly moving. All right, we're definitely going to prophesy, the prophecies of the downfall of Babylon. Right. Like I said, you brothers got a precept of scriptures. Say something. We definitely go around the room. In the spirit. They're going, like I said, going to definitely be various topics. Because we got some topics brothers want to go into. You say you had something to start off with.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
You want to say something good on it?
Yeah. Just as brothers went into Exodus, there's 14 chapters or so of the plagues that he smote ancient Egypt. That's coming here. We got to prepare our minds and our spirits for those things.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and like I say, the things that we prophesied on highways and byways and various different lessons fastly approaching. And what were we talking about with the Iran thing? Situation?
Oh yeah, Iran information just came out that Iran released saying that the FBI and the CIA have been watching the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
As we've been telling brothers for years, the persecution is definitely coming too. That's another part of it, right? These devils are going to try to move on the men of the Lord, right? And you different brothers that's just tuning in, just waking up, all right? That's something that you're going to have to come to grips with, all right? That you're going to be rolled up on by the alphabet boys, the different various alphabet boys. You're going to be, he's definitely going to be interrogated, even more. The scripture said some of us going to become martyrs, right? That's a part of this thing about it, man. You're going to have to face the fact with it, all right?
Got a precept for you.
You call me too.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Behold, it says, behold the devil. Who's the devil today? Right? Esau Edom, right? He's the devil. Right? He's the one that's going to cast, the scripture's going to say, cast some of us in prison. All right, and those prisons, all right, definitely goes into those various different FEMA camps, all right? Because we preach and we prophesy about those. We talk about those. Those FEMA camps are definitely in the scriptures, man. All right, and they're going to house primarily a lot of you Americans, a lot of you Jakes out there, and possibly men in the Lord. All right.
Coming back.
But read again.
Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
You see how it starts off? It says, fear none of those things. Because these things are going to come my way, but you don't fear. Because what the scriptures also says, that the Most High, you don't supposed to fear the man that can kill the body, but fear him that can kill the soul in the body.
I'm holding it from
Oh, bring it out. That's the script. That's the spirit, man.
This Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
All right. Yeah, man. That's what you're supposed to fear. Like I said, we over the test of time, to the point where these things don't strike fear in us anymore. All right, which we're going to be scared, but it don't put fear in us as it used to. All right, because we are aware of the things that we're faced with. Okay. Who that was?
I went back in the morning.
2 and 10.
Yeah, he gonna finish it. He gonna finish. Hold it. Go ahead.
You can read verse 11 because it's going to back up what Passach brought out too.
Go on.
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
You're gonna be tried, man. Brothers out there, very different brothers are gonna get rolled up on. You're gonna be tried. You're gonna be interrogated, possibly tortured. All right, you name it, man. This devil is gonna really test your faith. All right, it really is the Lord testing your faith. But this devil he's gonna try to make a move, man. But the scripture also says, a lot of brothers are gonna lift up a standard. All right, and gonna make a way for brothers to escape too. All right. That was.
I went back in the.
For read verse 11.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I thought that was, go ahead.
What kind? Just to back up what the brother brought out. Fear him that can destroy the body and soul in hell, because as it said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. However you go out in this truth, if you go out, in the truth, you're still going to get that W. But this is verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. So whether you get beamed up on the chariots or you're a martyr on this side, if you endure to the end, you're not going to taste of the second death of that nuclear fire. You're ultimately going to receive. Don't fear the man that can destroy the body. Fear the power that created the man that can destroy the body, because he can destroy both.
Right.
Okay, y'all first better roll.
I want to backing that up. This is a real quick one. Luke 12:11-12, Yahushua speaking. And when they bring you unto the synagogues and unto the magistrates and powers, take ye no thought how or what thing ye shall answer, or what ye shall say. For the Holy Ghost shall teach you in the same hour what ye ought to say. Back to your Father.
Yeah, because the Lord's gonna have it to where, because it's another. What was that?
Luke 12.
Yeah, because there's another one where it kind of go in depth a little bit. It says you're gonna get pulled up and brought before kings and governors.
I got it right here. Yeah, man. I got it right here, bro.
Bring it.
Yeah, it's Luke. Jake, so it's Luke. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 12. It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues.
Yeah, like this brother brought out about the thing with the information with the elf. Brothers around. You've been tapping phones and various different other ways of surveillance. You've been doing this shit. So now it's coming out even more. All right, but go ahead.
Yep. It says, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons.
Yeah, that's what they're planning on doing. Right? And this is how some brothers situation is gonna go. Go ahead.
Yep. Deliver you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake.
They're gonna be brought before kings and rulers. So whoever the governor, whoever this particular higher up big wig is, you're gonna be brought before them. They're gonna ask you, do you still believe in this how about Yahushua thing?
A testimony.
Yeah. And some brothers gonna have to take it to the door. 10 toes down, become martyrs. It just is what it is. You're still gonna get a glorious crown. You're still gonna be your name is still gonna be honored. All right. Let's bring yours out.
This second Maccabees, just going back up to the point. Second Maccabees chapter 6. In fact, I started 25. It says, and so they through mind hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer shall be deceived by me, and I give a stain to mine old age and make it a bone. When we go into this conference, going into that old man Eliezer, they was basically trying to force him to eat of the swine flesh, So 26 is the point. He says, for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. So that's him understanding that, hey, he should not fear man, all right? Because we serve a power that's able to what? He holds the seas to the perpetual decree. So how much more, put judgment on man? You know what I'm saying?
We got print it out. By way of the scripture, the Lord told us the present and what's to come. Right? When you read the book of Revelations, when you go into what Yahweh Shemel gave John the Revelator, it says, what? These are those that got the victory over the beast. Those men are here in Babylon the Great right now, doing what? Signing crime for the abominations that be done in the midst of us. So we know that this devil Esau Edom is going to roll in, but we also know that what? By way of us trusting Yahweh Shemel Shai, we already been granted to get the victory if we endure to the end.
Get the bird to give one real fast. Speaking of, bring out the scripture and then get the word.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
That's what we're going into. How the enemy is planning on coming in like a flood, all right? Via the CIA, via the FBI, via these other different organizations, right? We always speak most times about agents amongst the camps. And like I said, it don't matter whether the guys on the side or in the camp. There's agents all around. And we always tell you there's a Judas in every camp. All right. You would be playing yourself short thinking that it's not, man. Right? And these guys work with these people to try to find out information on brothers, man. And time to try to pull up on us. Yeah. And get that word standing.
Kind of got a little bit more. It says, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
Yeah, because he's planning on coming rolling up. That's that coming in like a flood. Because We didn't told you about Project Zypher. We didn't told you about
Megiddo.
yeah,
King Alfred.
Ken Elford Plan, Project Megiddo. We didn't told you about the NDA Act, National Defense Authorization Act, Patriot Act 1, 2, and 3. This is another one that kind of escaped me. One for the Latinos.
Cable splicer.
Yeah, Project Cable Slicer. All right, we didn't told you about these things. And a lot of it aimed towards Israelites as a whole, but mostly who? The men of the Lord. All right. They showed you what that is, the Black Judas.
Yeah.
Jews and the Black Messiah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Afraid of him.
It was friend. They showed you how they did them. You know, who are we? You got it. You got it.
I got it.
Yeah, even at all. What is that all?
Yeah, that's another one.
Coming with these anti-sim laws.
Yeah.
Soon, don't be surprised. You see DJ Donald Trump openly come out on mass media
Oh yeah.
and speak about the men of the Lord and bring out the acronym, man, the G, the M to the S. All right, don't be surprised, man.
You've heard about the prophets in the Middle East that say the war is going to end.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Prophets of doom.
He's already made little mentions to us before.
Yeah.
They're watching, man. All right. Aside from other things going on, they watch. These devils watch. All right. Like we always say, they're analytical, so they go and watch things before they make a move, man. The scripture tell you, the scripture gave us, man. The title saying thou art wiser than Daniel.
Yeah. The scripture say he can't sleep unless he do something wickedly, man.
Right. He search out iniquities, man. Who are we? We in the time of persecution. Right? And like I said, tonight, leading tonight, so it's supposed to be a lunar eclipse
Yes.
and a blood red moon. We finna go walk through some things, but the Lord's gonna make it away too, man. That was it? Or you had the
You got the word standard.
Okay.
Strong's H 5127. Noose.
It says Strong's H5127 noose, standard, to flee, to escape, to take flight, to depart, to disappear.
Yeah, to disappear. The Lord will we get that power to be able to disappear, to escape these devils. Because they're gonna come down hard, man.
Yeah.
All right? They're gonna come down hard. You would the borders are, they show you how, even that guy, they show you how they coming. All right? And they Tyne Holman, the Ferrari, what is their name?
Noah Yuval Harari.
Yes.
The Harari, they show you how they coming, man. All right? And like I said, what we do, they're not gonna try to play with us, man. They're gonna try to get us out of that.
That's right.
You know?
Got precept.
And real quick, because the elites know what they're about to go up against. The elites know that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, is about to make a great deliverance, so he's not gonna go out with fire. But it tells us that we're gonna get the victory.
Hey, because of that, the AI, the artificial intelligence, is going to be so powerful, left-handed power. And you're going to need that right-handed power because AI is going to be able to dictate what you're thinking, your thoughts, and everything like this. They can literally knock you off right then at the same time.
Right. Not to mention the robot dogs and the robot soldiers and stuff.
Yeah.
They're gonna be out here, man. You got drones out here, newly created beasts, animals.
Just a little bit more.
That's gonna be bad.
Yeah, go ahead up.
Just a little bit more in that word standard. It says Strong's definition: to vanish away, to escape, to impel, to deliver. It says to put to flight, to lift up a standard. So the Lord's going to do all these things. The Lord's going to deliver and destroy. Where you got great destruction, you got great deliverance. Just like in a place like this state we're in, I'm not going to say the name of the state we're in, but the state we're in, it has particular dynamics to where it's all our wickedness. The culture is wicked. The food is wicked. So out of this place, you got a group of men that's just fighting for order on the earth. So the Lord's going to lift up that standard, like he says in Ezekiel 9:4, that badge of exemption. That's what we all here for.
We're the ones that's only signing crime, man. 2/3 of Israel is not signing crime. You got so-called guys in Israel that's not signing the crime. It hurts, man. You can't eat the horseradish. It's nasty. You gotta eat lettuce. You got niggas taking the time money and buying scraps. Scrap ones, man.
Real.
You know?
Yeah.
Niggas is sick. Go ahead, brother. Y'all got run the room. We'll go run the room. You know?
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. Yea, and all that will live godly in the Mashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution.
Yep. And we the ones that living godly, man. All right. According to the law, such a commandment of the Most High to the best of our ability, we're gonna suffer persecution. All right. And like a lot of us, they suffered really before that, man. You got guys calling up scoffers, man, calling up the brothers' jobs, saying various different things. You get brothers fired, man. That's how low you niggas are. All right, that's how low you niggas become in the nation of Israel, man. Okay.
Yeah, real quick, back to what you said, Elder. When we look up the biblical definition of tribulation in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it says the natural part of one's. Yes, brother. Come on.
Bring it up.
All right, this is the word tribulation. It says tribulation, trouble of a general sort. Sometimes this suffering is just a natural part of one's life, while at other times it is looked upon as definite punishment or chastisement from the Lord for misbehavior.
Yeah, that can be from past life or present, man. We catch the middle of the Lord truly catching hell now, man.
Yeah.
All right.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
It says, the great tribulation is a definite period of suffering sent from the Most High upon the earth at the end. This period of suffering will be unlike any other period in the past or future.
That's heavy, man. That's heavy.
I got that.
Huh?
Taking trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Time like no other.
Go ahead, real fast.
This is Isaiah 59 and 14. It says, and judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself afraid. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
Yeah, because what that guy, J. Edgar Hoover, what did he say was the most dangerous thing to America? Do anybody remember? I know you know. What do you say?
He said that the biggest threat to America is so-called Negroes, Latinos coming together.
Yeah. This is why you got the alphabet boys scoping in and looking into the Hebrew Israelites, man.
Right.
Because they don't want to see so-called brown and black unity. Right? This is the biggest threat. All right, opposed to white supremacy to the system, man. All right, because you have never in your life seen, in my lifetime, because like I say, I was able to go to different states as a young man, and even here, even when you go to that West Coast, you have so-called black and brown people fighting one another, man. Brown on brown and black on brown. Yeah. Only to this time, all right, starting with the elder apostles and their elders, onto 2007, onto now, we have seen so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans standing in unison preaching the Bible, man.
Right.
This strikes fear. Somebody get out Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Hey, go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 36. O Jerusalem, look about thee to the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word.
Yeah, by the word. And this is what made us unify. This is what made us come together. The word.
Right.
It wasn't no fucking blocks or streets or rags we were putting in our pockets.
Right.
All right. Banging colors, banging different gangs and shit. No, it was the word that made us unify, come together. All right. Through the cleanness of, cleaned our mind, and we have become righteous.
Best
Right.
wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way.
Right. It wasn't no bullshit. That did that. It was the word. It was like I say, what I always say, is kind of like when the Most High kind of intervenes.
Divine intervention.
Divine intervention, man. All right, we was in the world doing our, thinking we were doing our thing, and the Lord had other plans for us, man. Righteous other plans. Well, go ahead. I think one of you brothers had. See, y'all had a preacher, right?
I got one for you too.
I got one.
Look at one of y'all.
I got wisdom to solve.
Yeah, y'all brothers bring it out. Well, we're holding. One of y'all holding, man. You holding down there?
One with
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
Yeah.
Second Peter chapter 2. Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, "Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts." And then I bag you up and saying how that scoffers, scoffing, the men of the Lord. All right, even more so in these last days. And it says, verse 4, and saying, "Where is the promise of his coming?"
Well, let me say this now, because you got that guy that pedal, that was getting the PDF files upon him. He was saying all kind of atrocity things against the elders and apostles of Great Millstone all the way down. What these guys over there doing is what about yeah, Peter like
False accusation.
false accusation. Not even him. What the nigga was before him, polite. He was doing the same thing. And then you get accounted and exposed on that same level of your crime. You ain't him. Yep. More to come.
More's gonna come up, man. My mind can only imagine what you niggas is doing, man. You know?
If I could say, a brother just recently had a dream where you had a bunch of all the camps in like an auditorium, and a death angel showed up and just started slaying everybody except for the brothers of GMS, brothers he recognized in GMS, but the other camps, the angel, he said it was a gruesome slaughter he saw.
He said the angel allowed him to basically get into this like a third party
POV,
POV.
Damn.
Let him see what he was doing. All right, to them very different guys, man. It was their arms and shit, all type of shit was going on.
People were screaming.
And somebody get Ezekiel 94. Bring it up. It's gonna happen, man.
Ezra said, "War is me. Who's gonna deliver me from that?"
That's right, man. That's gonna happen, man.
Yes.
Finish that. Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 4 off. It says, "And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation." And that's the spirit, all right, that God had, tried to put in the minds of the people, like, well, hey, it's not going to be, the Lord's not coming back, all right, things going to continue on for another 1,000 years, but that's not so.
Make America great again.
Yes.
That's the vibration that the earth is on right now.
Right. Where's the promise of his coming? The Lord, hey, man, you can't say the Lord is finna make a second coming. Something wrong with you, man. You can literally see this play out in the earth. How the Lord has shift the different leaders, the so-called leaders and kings of the earth into going. You got China now. Quiet as China been for over the last 10 years. You got them.
They're ready for whatever.
They openly saying they're ready to get on these.
They're ready for whatever.
Oh, boy.
And then you got people like my man Nick Ivan, who done did tours in war and said, "Hey man, I'm telling you right now, China will bust our ass." He telling you, China will bust our ass. They have what we have and more technology than what we got. They'll bust our ass quickly. It won't even take long. Right? That's why you got these double tap dancing and then going into World War III. What he told Zelensky, you're going to bring us into World War III.
You're gambling with World War III.
You're
gambling with World War III.
Yeah.
So you're not playing your cards right.
Yeah.
He said, "I don't play no cards."
But see, that's not those people over there. They're not on that
They take it literal.
They take it literally like that. Now they symbolically like that.
Putin wearing military fatigues now.
I just saw him. Yeah, he done took the suits off, man. All right. And they already said this guy, he gets at least about 12 different men. All right. Some of them got false suitcases. Some of them had the real suitcases with the code to the missiles, and they always follow them around. They ready to get it on at any time, though, man.
And he just called off that ceasefire.
Huh?
He just called off that ceasefire.
They called it off.
They call it out.
Yep.
He told Trump, yeah, I'm not agreeing with let's going to be a long-term ceasefire. That's what he said. Breaking news.
Well, he don't want no long term.
Trump, he never responded yet.
Oh.
He hasn't responded yet.
Well, he talking about Putin said he don't want to.
He said, I don't want. Say, I'm not going to do it. Let's going to be a long-term or ceasefire.
Well, Putin basically wanted over with. He like, look, take away all of the weapons, and y'all take that out of there. Get rid of their weapons. Give us back this portion, and we good. We can end it right now. And they're still trying to make peace treaties and shit. And Ukraine actually sent drones, like 300 drones, the day before they came up with the peace treaty.
That they
so you
U.S.
hit me,
intelligence to use.
Yes. So you hit me with drones, and then the next morning you expect me to.
It's a metaphor thing because he actually cut. I'm going to get back to the script. He cut the financial aid to Ukraine. Then they gave it. He gave it right back to him. So it's a, Bible said, "Though a terror, wait for it."
Yeah, man, you devils. Like I say, Zelensky, man, I just can't wait till they just drag your ass out of there, man.
That's it. Drag you hard.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Who else was holding? I forgot about. I think you said you had one, right?
Yeah, is it? I got an older but goodie.
You say you had one?
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 21:1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of the water. He turneth it whatsoever he will."
Listen, that's what the Lord's doing right now. He's turning those different rulers their hearts to whatever they want, man. All right? Then you seen, brothers seen up there where Trump told Zelensky, I could tell you got a hatred for, you got a real deep hatred for Putin. Putin has a real deep hatred for him. All right? And like I said, this thing is gonna definitely go into World War III, man. All right. And we tell you, Jakes out there too, that this none of this stuff is a far off. When you hear these scriptures, all right, it seems like it's not gonna happen in your lifetime. You can definitely see it. All right. You can see it, man.
I got you. Got one for you too.
Hey, go ahead.
This Isaiah 13 and 4-3, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my hidings. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle.
And the Most High is the one that's instigating the whole thing. He's the one that's mustering up the host of the battle. He's the great instigator. Right? You can cause a ceasefire today when somebody shot, he's right back on. Somebody can say the wrong thing. Right? Who knows, man? But the Lord's the one that's working on these devil's mind to push him there. And another thing that's gonna push him there is these tariffs. All right. These tariffs, that didn't turn into a whole war. That's a tariff war going on, man.
Yes.
You tax me, I'm gonna tax you even more. Until we all out there on the street. That's what's getting ready to happen. Even that and like I say, that guy out there in Canada, man, you just need to stop talking shit. You just need to turn the lights off, bro. Like, what you doing? Talking about taxing them another 25% on top of what you're already doing. Just turn the lights off. Just turn it off.
Y'all do it.
You talking big old shit, but y'all never make a move, man.
That's how you know it's all in the Most High's hands. So you got, I don't want to push the button, or I do want to push the button. But the Most High's letting everything be orchestrated for prophecy's sake, because you got everything going on in the earth, the elect being sealed, the men of the Lord going for the testimony. You got signs in the heavens going on. Look what's going on the high holy day. You got the blood moon going on. So the Lord is showing forth, hey, we're getting closer and closer. You got events not only going on here in Babylon the Great, but all across the four corners of the earth. But who's controlling it all? Just like at the end of the Wizard of Oz, you want a heart, you want a brain, you want to go home. But who was controlling? Who was the wizard at the end? It was Esau. All right, it was a so-called white man, but who was controlling him?
I got one.
You got to think about that. You got it, huh?
This is Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceive and the deceivers are his.
Right. The Lord mustered the host of the battle. So the ones that are deceiving, controlled by the Lord. The ones that are being deceived, controlled by the Lord. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, the Lord appointed bounds that he cannot pass. So all this evil that's going on throughout the earth, it's got a limit to it. Mm-hmm. But the elect, we're righteous here, keeping the high holy faith for the but the role players on the earth, like the Lord said, that word heart goes into the Hebrew word for live. It goes into your mind, your thinking, your seats. So these comments that are being made by these world leaders, look, we ain't backing down. What the guy from Iran said, you right? He was like, man, you got it, bro. Yeah. That's the Lord speaking through them. You got it, huh?
Real quick. Do whatever you want. With the
yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's the Lord saying that.
He finna go further. It says Iran says it will begin nuclear talks with China and Russia and tells Trump, do whatever the hell you want.
And why are they saying that? Because them devils going into the book of Ezekiel. Yes. It's already prophesied that God and Magog were going to do what? Come together, man. All right? It's already prophesied. So that's what he's saying. Say it again. Read it again. That's on time. All right?
It says Iran says it will begin nuclear talks with China and Russia, which they're holding joint military exercises as we speak, and tells Trump, do whatever the hell you want.
Hey, how you gonna stop us, man? When they already these nations are already joined one another. And already joined one another through the BRICS. So they're giving you the long index finger, man. Extended one. They give you the long finger, man, and telling you you can go do your own self. Yeah. How you gonna stop us? How you gonna stop us, man? And as soon as later we get to the point, like I said, through these tariffs, we get to the point where NATO is another one that's getting ready to jump ship. Because you already talking about leaving them.
Yeah.
That's gonna leave NATO. I'm gonna say this: the U.S. leaving NATO is gonna leave that whole.
They're gonna hate the whore.
They're gonna hate the whore. That's gonna leave that whole. Europe is gonna be out there naked, man. All right. That's why they're gonna burn this whole, man. Keep going. Hold on. What you got?
Obadiah 1:7.
Yep, that's what I got.
Bring it out real fast. I'm gonna get this brother to bring out. I'm gonna get him to continue going though. Yeah, a little more than I want to get.
Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Who all the men? You got NATO. You have the mother of this whore, Britain. Yeah, all these different alliances have done what?
Brought thee to the border.
Mm-hmm.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Yep.
And prevailed against thee.
They're gonna prevail against you, though. All these nations are gonna come up against you and ultimately burn you, man.
Yes.
Go ahead.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they you got to the point where they're getting ready to hate. They hate the whore right now, man.
Yeah. Hey, Turkey. It said European Union and European Union puts retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods in response to foreign steel, aluminum. Go ahead.
Those tariffs are proxy wars. They're only to just push the wall forward because in the scriptures it says that the third wall it haven't came yet, but it's coming quickly. Well, what's the way to muster it? Tariffs, threats, right? Import, export, and cutting off goods, man, all starts what? Actually,
what this is on a micro scale. But in Friday, what did Big Worm tell the Smokey? You fucking with my money, you fucking with my life. And what did he do to Smokey later on? He sent the hitters.
And what he said, who do you know that plays like that in the neighborhood? You know he's serious about his business, man.
Same thing plays out in life with men in countries, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, America's got most of the debt comes from who? China. You know them people what trillions of dollars, man, that you can't pay back. You want to default on. All right. Same thing goes with the whole situation with Russia. All right. What you know, everybody see what you're doing too. You use Ukraine to try to drain the resources, hoping that you drain the resources of Russia using military troops, using soldiers and supplies, hoping that you can kind of weaken them before you go into the major move. But them people already said all the stuff you've been seeing them use is old shit. It's not even the new shit they got, man. You know? So yeah, go keep going.
Isaiah 13 and 5.
Yeah.
Let me get that because I want you to continue going.
Okay, point out this Zephaniah 3 and 8, going to show that it's Yahweh Shemel Shai controlling everything. It says, therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. When we look at anybody that's determined, nothing's gonna stop your will. All right. So it says that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yep. And that's the plans and the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. He's planning on ultimately all you nations, man, are gonna be devoured. All right. The Lord's gonna send back his son Yahweh Shai. All right. To check y'all, man. To get y'all, like I said, to take the crowns of these kings, man.
Right.
You can do whatever you think you're doing, whether you think you the land prophecy, the land World War III, all you speeding up is all the works in the hands of the Lord. All right, He got you thinking you doing something you're not. All right, we keep going to that. We're gonna read down to about 9.
Yeah, come on. Isaiah 13, back in Isaiah 13 and 5. It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, leaving Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
What's that? Ultimately, that's the ICBM nuclear missile that's coming from the ends of heaven, man. Right? From one continent to another continent, man. All right? With
For the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
yeah. So the Lord hit, man. We tell you down here in New Orleans, the Lord put his address, he put his address, zip code, all right, and his signature on all this shit, man. I'm doing this. And like I said, whatever comes from man, coming from the Lord, making them do it, man.
That's it. Going to what it is, Isaiah 54:16.
Right.
I created the smiths.
Blow
the coals in the fire.
Yeah. Until destruction gonna come through way through you, man.
That's it.
It's only like I said, we done burned out plenty of times. Plenty of times on the block. There's no fucking way you go from the Model T dirt roads horseback to actually man splitting the atom. Man having autonomous vehicles that drive themselves. That's all the works of the Lord on the left hand. Because your technology is left hand magic, E.
Right.
That's left hand magic. Mm-hmm. Sorcery.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
The technology goes into fabricated doctrine.
Yeah.
All this AI, robot dogs, robot cops. We should really be fearing the Most High. That's really his production on the earth. We're like, damn, these robot dogs jump out and they just clear the whole scene. That's really the Lord's work, man.
Hey, I'll back you up real quick. It's Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Men shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. That goes on both sides, man. Knowledge be increased with the men of the Lord. Brothers getting sharper, in the scriptures, studying and applying. On the right hand side, on the left hand side, you got this devil, performing all kind of acts. Like the brother said, you got robot dogs. Who the hell would ever thought a damn dog can patrol the house?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hop out and clear everything.
Yeah.
Drones.
I wish you could put it on the screen, man. I just went there the other day. Go. You think you bullshitting? I've been saying it for the last week or two. Go your ass on Boston Dynamics website. You're gonna see fucking robots putting in shingles on the roof. You're gonna see them niggas waiting tables, changing tires. You're gonna see them niggas, everything that you possibly human do.
Yeah.
They're doing it, man. They're doing it. All right, so you can't tell me this nigga ain't thinking about robot soldiers. All right.
Yeah.
That's why I said when we was a kid, used to have a show to come on. What I said in the, what his name? RoboCop, man. You thought RoboCop was some. Oh, that shit
Yeah.
never happens. That's what he was thinking back then. Yeah. Way back then. This nigga was holding some big shit on his side. Nigga hit that button. Fucking gun come out, the nigga die. Yeah. This nigga shoot you till you catch on fire. This nigga has some big shit, man.
Yes, bro.
This is what the plan. Even the Terminator nigga. Even that other liquid nigga, man. That nigga might got him somewhere in the world.
T-1000.
T-1000.
I think it was cold blooded.
That nigga was a beast.
That's it.
Yeah.
That nigga, he got that shit, man.
Yeah. Yes,
That's
it
when you, hey man, it already came out. Whatever you see, this devil got. He had it for 40 years in advance.
That's it.
Fucking AI that's 40 years late, man. This nigga been had this shit.
Yeah.
The robots. What else we went into? The autonomous vehicles. That nigga been had that shit. The guns you niggas think you got, that shit is old.
That's it.
That shit, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's 40 years plus old. This nigga got shit now that can melt in your fucking hand. All right? Like an M&M.
Yeah.
You niggas bullshit. This nigga eater, and he's ready to cut loose with that shit too, man. Hit these city streets with it.
Yep.
I just seen a Edomite that I know of. This nigga one got a ray gun, man. Go see what that shit is.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle all the time.
Yeah.
I got you precept real quick.
Go ahead.
It says in Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4, it said, the Lord has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah. So the Lord has, hey man, everybody's on the collision course for that day, man.
That's it.
All right? Everybody's on the collision course for that day. And that day gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild.
There's nothing like it. Like the scripture says.
Like what Kayal reading that I said the Lord is mustering. The muster is
He's gathering it up.
Gathering it up.
Hopes.
And even that situation that went down down here in New Orleans downtown. Look what the average everyday so-called, and they consider that guy American, even though we can tell what he possibly was. Look what these niggas doing in the back of their shed in the day. These niggas making all type of shit to run over people with. You see, I want to go into it deeper, but hey, you see what you up against out here, man. Jacob Trump gonna be off the fucking meat rack, huh?
Yes, bro.
Like that word.
That dude had all type of shit in that cup, man. Yep. Even at the Airbnb, it said what he had in the Airbnb could have level 5 blocks.
Yep.
Level 5 blocks. Yeah.
And the energy.
How much more these Edomites? Yeah, how much more these Edomites out here with the shit they've been holding on, ready to come up against you, Jakes, man.
I got a quick one for you, up.
He up there ordering thermite, all the other shit, but you got Jake ordering vibrators.
Yeah.
And motherfucking strap on it, man. And take a picture of it.
Got it, baby.
Wrong type of time, man.
Take on shit off Amazon. Take on shit off Amazon.
Yeah.
Maniac at work. Prime Minister.
Spend that extra dollar for
Huh?
Made it disappear.
Yeah, he made it disappear though.
Oh, Lord.
I'm where it went.
Yeah, man.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, go ahead. This Psalm 64 and verse 6, it says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. That's one thing about he goes into iniquity. He do a diligent search and he go into something, man. All right, that's what we've been telling you. This devil has done he has done the work. He has done the analytics on you niggas, man. The test runs. All right, he can put you different programs just to see how you react and how would you do in the time of certain things going down. In the book, like I said, these niggas gonna lay down, man. A lot of you niggas gonna die. We've been telling you when this devil finally go, and like I say, the other situation, Then you want you brothers put in check. Why all these devils like Warren Buffett and them? Why they all of a sudden taking stocks out, switching money around, and removing money?
Yeah.
They getting ready for that. They getting ready for that crash, man. It already happened. You had a little hiccup earlier this week.
Yes.
You had a little hiccup with this shit. Yeah.
Yes.
The SP 500. You know, we're down, man.
That's what we've been talking about all week.
Worst time since 2014.
Monday was down like 1,000 points. Tuesday was down like 500.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday another 500. And today 537. So right now.
Yeah.
It's crashing fast too.
Yeah.
And we keeping track of that, man.
Cause see, the more he put them tariffs on these nations like that, it's putting economic pain for you people over here in Babylon and Greek. And that debt is just rising.
Yeah, thick clay.
Thick clay.
And another
My
thing,
mama just give y'all $5,000 stimulus checks for each and every American like that.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
You still ain't paying them niggas off the time.
Say it again, I thin out. Because the dollar's not backed by a goddamn thing.
no oil, nothing. No gold, nothing.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a great.
You don't even own the land, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got niggas somewhere own my house, own my property. You don't own nothing.
Damn thing.
You don't own this shit, man.
You don't own nothing and be happy.
I think, like I said, even when you go into the shit, unless you got a loyal title, you don't own shit. To go around the shit, man. All right, you dealing with a supreme devil.
That's it.
Right? Who got that shit there real fast?
Warren Buffett now holds $278 billion in cash.
What niggas need all that cash for, brother?
Come on. Right.
Go ahead. We can't get out. We can't get that out the bank at all.
Warren Buffett now holds $278 billion in cash and selling stocks like never before, including Apple. He's getting ready for a crash.
Yeah. Why are they doing that? Why has half the a lot of people that work for JP Morgan Chase have just all of a sudden left the country? Why is it you got movie stars and so they getting ready? They getting ready for what? All right, the foreclosure of America, the closing of America,
crashing from the hills.
Yeah, why is it? Yeah, why is it when we pass by certain these stores, why they close? What do they call it? Advanced Auto Parts, that bitch done. Dollar General done.
Macy's done. Macy's done. Walgreens done. Mr. Gaddy's done.
Everybody closing.
A bunch of gas stations been closing.
All the stores you went to going to Forever 21.
Each and every shit is over with, man.
America's going out of business.
Oh, let me get that, man.
You can see, like I said, even now, you pass up these different places like Burger King, ain't nobody going in that bitch empty, man.
That's it.
And these different guys like Warren Buffett, they know this. They know what's going to happen here. And they moving and shifting shit around.
That's it.
All right. Only a fool walk around and just in that party mode bullshit. You can't see this, man. All right. What you say, dude?
No, I was saying a bunch of these gas stations in high populated areas are closing down too.
Yeah, man, with the situation with the brothers, you see a lot of brothers down here closed. That's what they call the gas stations down here. Brothers, they closing because the two actual brothers who started it, them niggas never had no license for alcohol, tobacco, nothing. They wasn't paying no taxes. Yeah. And they fled the country.
They licking our water. They licking our water.
They're going back home.
Yeah, they
going home, bro.
Fake G-nights and shit.
Everybody fled to their own country, man.
Niggas been showing you niggas them big ass owl wings, fried chicken in fucking years, man. Pieces old as a motherfucker.
Wicked man fled with nobody.
Niggas been giving niggas big ass seasoned fries, big as my thumb, man. Yeah.
You're right, bro.
You know, whole ass Arizona cheese with that that 540. That niggas been giving you niggas that shit. Not a nigga that fled. Man, cheese gonna get found out too, man.
Like it says in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter, the merchants are far off. They gonna wail at this place, man. Everybody then got their rocks off on America. Now they're like, man, hey, look, cash out. Let's get out of here, man.
It's time.
The BRICS nations, for example.
Get it out there. Flee ye everyone to their own country. I said 13. Yeah, you can see it. All them clucking ass goddamn East Indians that make money off you niggas, they ready to go. The Chinamen ready to go.
Yep.
All right?
Shop is closed.
Yes.
If I can add, it's no more money to be made there. It's just like a trap house anywhere. Once the feds, everybody on you, watching you, what you do? You pack up and leave, man. Right? These doubles, elites, they've been moved, living in Europe, wherever this place was only to make money, man.
That's right.
It's a corporation, right? America's a corporation, right? So if you live in that corporation, when the business is no longer working, it goes down with it. They just board the place up, man.
That's right.
That's what I say. We coming into a time where every city is gonna look like Detroit, man.
Yeah, I got
foreclosures.
Well, you can go to Detroit. You can go to Detroit right now, and in some cases, and buy a house for $1. All right, you drive through Detroit. In some cases, it's just pitch black, dark, nothing, no life. Just houses over vegetated.
The water been polluted. That's a lot.
Oh, that's in all.
Flint.
That's in Flint. Well, guess what? They've been keeping this shit on the wraps. They've been keeping this shit on the wraps. I only seen it being done twice. They're saying the water here, the water is the same way.
Oh yeah. It's wastewater.
Yeah.
Out there in Bacon.
Yeah.
It's been like that for years too.
Yeah, man. You niggas wonder why you getting rashes and shit. And all type of shit everywhere, man.
Coughing and shit.
The only niggas in the hood still drink phone water.
Yes.
I know niggas right now that go turn that bitch on and put their mouth on it, man. Put their mouth out of that damn faucet, man. And so in some cases you turn that faucet, you can see films coming from the water.
Oh, it smells strange. It smells strange. You gotta. They put borough water advisories
every other week.
Come on.
Every week. Every week.
Borough water advisory.
And 3 in the morning, when you turn up, bro, the water smells funny. Like if y'all pay attention, you turn it on, like, man, something a little foul.
That's how the water at Amazon. While working,
yeah.
The water over there, go use the bathroom, after you use the bathroom, you can't even use the water because the water smells like sewage.
You gotta
you have to use hand sanitizer for to clean your hands. That water.
Let me bring this out real quick. This Isaiah 24:10. It says the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. And that confusion with mixture. They didn't mix the people. They didn't mix water. They didn't splice everything you could possibly have as a single seed. They didn't try to mix it, man.
When the Lord said he didn't spread the worm upon the
replace. Yep.
Good. All right. Well, everything, the infrastructure of America is just broken down. Waterways, roads, broken up. Bridges are collapsing and shit. You see this shit. We got one of the tallest buildings in Louisiana down here, and they gotta put like you know how the black woman goes get that, she go get that big, what they call it?
Bonnet.
Bonnet. They put a bonnet on the fucking on the skyscraper. I'm lying. I ain't lying. Come on, bro. They put a bonnet on the skyscraper. Why? The building is small. They hit people like the bricks and shit and hit people on the bikes and the cars, man. Damn. You got a bonnet on it. You know? Because the shit is just coming in. What y'all seen right before Mardi Gras? They had buildings. People walking by, the whole front side of the building is collapsed because it's just that old. You know?
Decrepit.
Now, how it drop?
Man, this shit it's done. That's what the brothers said minutes ago that all these elites, the people that came over to make money, they made their money and they left. There's no more money here. There's no more. It's over. All right.
Hey, I got a list of all the stores, a couple stores that closed.
Yeah, you can bring them out.
All right, Best Buy, Macy's.
Oh, Best Buy should have been gone.
Yeah.
I'm in a horrible price.
I remember niggas used to go to Best Buy just for a field trip. Now they don't go that shit at all, man. All that shit ain't nothing but Chinese plastic goods anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rite Aid, Banana Republic, Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, you don't see the women in there no more.
Nope.
That bitch should be lying right now, man.
Yeah.
You smell like shea butter, cocoa butter, strawberry coming out of you don't see none of them in there no more, man. Victoria's Secret too.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't see that.
You gotta ask Victoria, what's her secret?
A secret is Alizé.
Yes,
Alizé got the secret. He's been holding the secret for a while now, man. They got out.
JCPenney's, Foot Locker,
Yeah, full out. They done.
Damn.
Starbucks,
Starbucks.
Boy, they gonna kill this.
Walmart.
Oh, niggas gonna jump off the side of the building, man. Starbucks gone?
Oh man.
Man, that bird was in there. We was getting some stuff up outside yesterday, and we seen her back in. I'm talking about deep in the hood. I'm talking about.
Oh,
I'm talking about in the nowhere.
Wow.
you talking about up there?
Why? Nice looking fine, baby. That's over with, brother. And they closing it. They closing Starbucks.
Yep.
Oh.
Starbucks.
Go ahead.
The Children Place.
Mhm.
And that's just a few of them.
Oh, let me get that, man.
Keep going.
It says Starbucks coffee shop. Starbucks closes around 100 locations in 2023. That was in 2023. So
How much more now?
More now.
Yeah.
How much more now?
Yeah, man. They even saying Walmart. You know, Walmart makes millions of dollars every day.
That's right.
You pass. I don't give a damn where you at. You pass Walmart, you can see the whole parking lot filled up, man.
Mhm.
How they closing? But they saying because a lot of shit theft.
Yeah, they saying.
The Lord laid a wound under her. At one time, they was putting chains around the goods. Yeah. Chains around people was coming in that table. Still do. Yeah.
Well, then you got the niggas that work there. The niggas that work there telling their partner. I know some niggas.
Back door.
Back door, park right here. And we gonna do the door. They got the courts for the TV, 47 inches and shit right there. They taking that shit.
And we always say that Amazon building that I work at, we was always saying that how they were gonna use that for some fun camps. And come to find out, they said they supposed to be closing that building down and building another one. So
That's the biggest Amazon in the world.
yeah.
I think that's the biggest one ever built.
That is brand new.
Yeah, no, I think it's the biggest one built.
They say they're not getting enough production rate. So
I bet they not.
Yeah.
I heard that over there where you at, man. Them niggas
Doing everything.
It's like outside.
I heard they slinging more ice cream than the mother.
Yeah.
Wow, over that bitch.
Cutting up.
Did someone get killed over there?
They
Damn.
swept that under the rug.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it didn't hit the news or anything. So they swept that one under the rug. A guy got set up by a female, and she sunk her people up. The dude with the gun fell out his pants. He came in to shoot him, but he knocked him out. His head hit the ground, then he kicked the dude in the head. So I guess the guy had blood on the brain, so he ended up passing away. But they didn't put it on the news or none of that. They kind of swept.
This was at work?
Yeah.
Amazon. The new one. That's the new one.
That's Jake Free though, you know.
They're gonna use it like as a processing center.
Yeah.
Like for the the process you can ship your ass to. Yeah.
Probably be like a man.
They're gonna put you because right after that in that Amazon warehouse, you got them trucks that back up to that warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Process your ass right there.
Put y'all in the trucks.
Put you on the truck and ship going in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The robots working today anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
traffic ain't gonna be a big player like they introduce. You hear that a lot. But they gonna just pack you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans up, whichever way they can round you up and what? Bring you, like you say, go to them docks, take you off some 18-wheelers, trains, different ways of transportation, and put y'all in them off field.
The new thing Amazon's gonna push is Amazon Go. And you can see that it's spearheaded by the RFID chips. Right? That system, the system of
The badge itself.
yeah, the badge itself is a tracker. It's a tracker. They know when you how fast you working. They know when you went to the bath, how long you been in the bathroom, fucking all with your woman on the phone, the side broad. They know all this shit, man. All right, so you like I said, that system itself is gonna be translated to the coming and going of people through that facility, man.
Technocracy.
Technocracy. Whether they off you, all right. Cause a lot of you want to go to these camps and never get out, man. Right. A lot of you gonna get earlier you said you're gonna get tortured. A lot of you gonna get put in mass graves. All right. This is where a lot of you gonna your final destination is gonna be at, man.
That's right.
All right, in these camps. All right. That's why I said these are the times that was prophesied in the Bible. Now they're here, they're upon us. You want to say something about? I thought you would say that. You know?
I got something for the Amazon Go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Amazon Go is a cashierless convenience store chain operated by Amazon where customers can shop and leave without checking out.
How they gonna do that?
Look the next line.
How, Sway? How? Read all that again. That's heavy. I told you.
It says Amazon Go is a cashierless convenience store chain operated by Amazon where customers can shop and leave without checking out. The store uses AI and computer vision to track items taken from shelves, automatically adding them to the customer's online Amazon shopping cart. It says, when a customer,
if I can say too, they massage that into the consumer's shoulders with pay as you go or pay with your palm or whatever. So tap pay. So it's a precursor. It's like, okay, well, we give them this, see how they react to it. We give them this, but it's all centered around Revelation 13 and 16. You got it, huh?
If I can add two, he saw it. That's him showing as well using gradualism. He's showing everybody, oh, this is convenient for everybody.
Right.
So when that Quran comes out, it's not gonna seem as if it's just far-fetched or taboo. Because he didn't put it in your face, you know what I'm saying? So now he's making it, you know?
Yeah, he's trying to merge to the blockchain of people, all right? The shipping and receiving of people. You're gonna be the new product that's gonna be tracked, tagged. It's like everything, like this wine here. This wine here is a product, produced by a company, and then what? It's moved through the barcode system.
That's right.
Throughout a
Scanned in and out everywhere.
yeah, scanned in and everywhere it go, man. So that's finna be translated to people. Because this devil, what that guy name is? They told you what they how they plan on putting, all right, this biotechnology into people. Right. We told you the merging of computer, AI, and man. Right. All right.
And notice too, all these barcodes that whatever product you got, they got a tracking number on it.
That's right.
A tracking number, so they're gonna be doing this to the day.
Even I remember years ago, brothers was like related to this. They tell you that the two barcodes to the left represent the two barcodes in the middle, and the two barcodes on the right side all go back to 666. Right. That's the system. All right.
UPC code.
Yeah, UPC code. And the brother had this. The brother had this when he went to the store.
That's a whole thing.
All right. You cannot tell me that this RFID system is not going to walk down into the MOTB, man.
Pay with your palm.
And like I say, Whole Foods. I believe Whole Foods will walk by Jeff Bezos.
Amazon.
They coming with that. They coming with that.
The Amazon Go.
Amazon Go shit. That's coming. You're not gonna be able to shop, and you're not gonna be able to shop, purchase anything in these stores without having that ability to just go shop. Because I remember in California, I was working for a company in Houston, adopting some shit from a high tech company in California that you can have. You know how you go to certain warehouses, there's a bunch of bolts, nuts, screws, and shit, and there's thousands of them in the thing. But they had these computerized shells to know you can go in there and try to trick the system and taking a bunch of throwing a bunch in, it's still gonna go to the right number. They don't need guys to go in there and make a critical error and take the wrong shit off, drop something. It knows. And then that's when the company I worked for started to actually have the barcode system in them same trays to do that. So that, like I said, just like you go in them stores, you're gonna be able to go in them stores, pick out your oranges, your grapes, your juice, your cookies, whatever you want, and walk out. But automatically you're gonna have the chips gonna be taken off your card. You're taking off out of your money. Your card, cause they got that new what it is, that tap go shit.
Yeah.
They got the Apple Wallet shit.
Yeah.
It's already attached to your shit, man. Yeah.
If I can say, just real quick, in the book of Ezekiel, it calls America the land of traffic. Just like you see on the back of a vehicle, like particularly in Louisiana, they got like Sportsman's Paradise. Everybody got a license plate. So you're not gonna be able to go nowhere without them. Just like you got a license plate, and the DMV say, okay, this license plate registers to that vehicle. They track whoever's in that vehicle, whatever, anything happens.
It's the
the same way, man.
Yeah.
We went into that. The new highway thing is gonna be monitored and brought by flock cameras. If you're a nigga that's on the run, you ain't right, run from the people. That them flock cameras gonna be able to see how many people in the car. They're gonna see it. They're gonna read your retina. All right, they're gonna track you down from the where you at on the highway, how fast you going, and they're gonna get them people on your ass, man. It's a new thing they put out, just like they put the 5 to the G out here. I remember when they had none of this shit. They had a whole map. Somebody had about 5 cameras throughout the whole 5 towers out the whole Louisiana. I remember going to Baton Rouge one year, looking at the map while I was waiting to do something. I go by Bird House. I went back the same year for the same thing and looked at the same camera. It's fucking saturated with 5G towers, man. So the same thing with these flock cameras. These flock cameras, all of a sudden they've been talking about them. Now they're gonna put them out. It ain't gonna be able to just give you a ticket. You were doing some shit on the road, swerving, going around some cars. We'll send you as a ticket, man.
Take 9%.
You know?
Yeah, they got that that same thing from China. They had a guy that was about to basically kind of like jaywalk, and the guy said, "Hey, look at this guy. They're gonna bill him as soon as he do it." So as soon as he started walking across, they took a picture of him and showed it on a board, and they said, "Hey, look, don't do that, because that guy got fined."
Yeah, and in China, they lower your credit score. You do some shit. You jail. You do some shit wrong. The credit score go down, man. And then they put you on the wall of shame.
Yeah.
You put them little ugly goops up there.
Break over shame.
Yeah. Just like out here, they put a nigga in the paper. The nigga go do something, go steal. You a crackhead or something, they put you in the paper out here.
On corner store.
Yeah.
They put you on front before you walk in.
St. Tammany Parish do it.
Put you on all the stores.
Yeah.
He still.
So that's what he do. That's what they doing in China. They gonna do this shit over here. You got the flock camera? Oh, okay.
I got the image right here.
No, they had an
Article.
They had an article on it.
I got it.
You had it?
Nah.
Yeah, that's definitely better than had it. Yeah, this is you're looking at the police state, man. All right, how they gonna? It's finna govern everybody. All right, and like I said, the latest and greatest thing, you're gonna have to get that MOTB, man. All right, this is the final part of the test that you're gonna be tested on. Is that chip, man? And a lot of guys gonna fold and get that chip. Guys are just bullshitting, playing with this thing for years, tap dancing in and out. Wait, Lord gonna put you in that pressure cooker, man. All right.
Hey, bang you up, yo. We went down in BR. We went down there and we watched the movie. Police called the police state.
Yeah. Right.
But they went into everything. They all just broke down. The global surveillance and everything. When the phone is actually offside, the brother got the phone on the table. It's actually black. They hear and see everything.
Yeah, they gotta do. I had to put it in the chat for you, brother. But on that Sean Ryan show, they gotta do. He's the top hacker. He's the top hacker in the world. That dude said, man, you can get a hammer and beat the shit out that phone, it's still gonna listen to you. It's still gonna. You can try to take the battery out, whatever. It's still gonna listen to you. You don't run from the devil, man.
Yeah.
It's no running. It's no running.
What's the
I want to say one thing too. And what's crazy? Anything they got, there's something they want to put, some new shit they want to put smart on. Smart. Well, anything they put smart on, like they put you a smart
cities.
Huh?
You talking about the
Smart
cities?
That's key word for surveillance, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Smart is key word for surveillance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything they want to do with smart, you got a smart grid you put on your TV. Like this, you remember the actual remember when your lights go out, you go outside, you had a little thing, a little disc spinning.
To the brick.
Yeah. You got new smart ones now.
That's right.
It's like
they control it from the
facility.
Yeah.
Cut you off from the facility.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is in Houston.
They got
I say self-monitoring, self-monitoring analysis and reporting technology.
I got another one. This is another one. AI one. It says specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So there is an acronym. These devils use them letters for acronyms, man. It's mean shit, man.
Meanwhile, you and your boo out shopping for a smart TV.
Go.
Right. What the fuck your icebox you have in it?
Why got a camera?
They got a camera on it.
I don't listen to you.
And the dude that was happy, he said, man, some of that shit, he said, I didn't hack it, some of it. He said they can listen to everything. Some of this shit go back to Chinese servers.
Yeah.
So China is getting the data on you.
A lot of them servers, you can, like even on the iPhones and the Androids, there's certain apps on there where you can tap into cameras all throughout the world.
Right. Yeah,
everywhere. See shit.
I think I saved it too. A Jake just showed on his TV. Jake just showed he was watching TV, and all of a sudden some old weird China nigga that came on the screen at the bottom in the corner, looking like a serial killer. Man. He's in the corner of the thing in the little box. You can see him looking at him. Watching him. Yeah.
He turned the tint on.
Yeah.
He turned the tint on. You see him posted up and
yeah. Anything you see with smart is all about surveillance. They're watching you, man. The washing machine got the fucking internet. Wow. Like this is hell, man.
Yes.
This is fucking hell, man. Your car, they got it to what now? Your car is watching, sending your data to the companies on how you drive, the shit you talk about. All right, what see the cars is doing it now, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that was cool. They had it to where it was like, they pulled his profile up. I was like, okay, he's a this mama level of risk. This is his background. He's a criminal.
Hold on. They actually, like y'all can always go into this, coming up on New Orleans down there on Canal Street. Them cameras out there, they immediately zoom facial recognition.
Yes, bro.
Hey, in the last month, then it got even more scary with technology on Canal Street. I don't even want to go close to Canal Street now. That's how bad the information. They got it to what now? You can walk down the street, they can tell you got a gun in your pocket.
Yes.
In your pocket. That bitch like the new face recognition. It does some shit on your face. You have a yellow box, go to the red box, and then it goes and scans some shit. And then that bitch like start tapping green, it can tell you got a gun in your pocket. Knife and shit.
Yeah.
This devil then leveled up. You know, like I said, this brother here, about months back brought the information out, you know?
My stepbrother was just telling me he was out there like for the parades or whatever like that.
He was snatching niggas up.
Yeah, he said one of his friends. Like one of his friends had like a gun on him, and they had like a scanner or whatever. The police had already knew when they had a proof. They wound up taking him to jail.
Yeah.
You said you was gonna say something?
Yeah, you gonna say something too.
If I can add to you, I did a video about a year or two ago, going into the omen of scam, which means to mark off, which we speak about it all the time. When they scanning you, they need a mark. It needs something. That's why when they scan barcodes. So when you do take this, this Karagma, right now you're a scammer, right? And then even when you go to deep in the root of the word, it means a stumbling block, man. So you start really you marked off and it's a stumbling block. So if you just look at words, I did it about like 2 years ago. I remember it. All right, scandalon. You just, you under that. That's why I said.
Brother said this from the total. This how it look. This how the cameras look on Cornell's from now. It's like the movie Total Recall. Your body goes to the exoskeleton, and they can tell what's on your waist.
Sure, that movie came out 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's your
biometric.
Yeah.
That's what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
I got that.
Implants in the brain.
Let me ask you that, because Baba Kashan, when that brother that word scan, I did a lesson on it and it blew me away. Like it actually means what it said. Like, damn, you got to get marked off. So we know what the mark is, and that's why the Lord says it's gonna be sent unto you to buy and sell. So because what? You're gonna have to get marked off in order to do it. So because we buying and selling today, so why is it not a sin unto us? Until what? That transformation happened.
It's not white.
That what? Huh? And it's very white.
It's not white.
Yeah, you're white. You can't scan. You gonna scan a white woman? Like what? Come on. You're a product now. Or you what? You get bored, or you become what? They gonna pierce you through.
Pierce. Yep.
Hey, right?
Let that brother bring it out. You got the word scan out?
Yeah.
Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, this the word scan. This the verb. I'm gonna get the noun too.
Come on, go
But it
ahead.
says to mark off.
To what?
To mark off.
Wait, the scan used to mark you off. But in order to be marked off, you gotta be branded.
Right.
You gotta have the mark.
That's what karate goes into stigma.
And if you don't have it,
Mark of disgrace.
and if you don't have it, it's gonna be hard for the detect you with their system. It's like you're gonna be
You're not
again.
gonna be aligned.
You're not gonna be aligned with what they want to do, and they want to have control and see you, count you. They want to be smart on you. You're
Like I said, just like these buildings get installed with different monitors and sensors and shit, even the internet. Man's gonna be connected to the car, the buildings, everything.
Yeah.
Even what they plan on doing now, because they didn't already manipulated a lot of you people's minds into transitioning from combustion engines into electric cars. They talking about putting. No, you remember when we were little boys? You had that car or that cars, the two cars race each other on the track. You had the little metal pieces on the ground. They trying to make the road.
Wow.
You have a surcharge driving roads where these electric cars charge up, just driving the street, but they monitor everything.
Like the shit on iRobot.
Yeah, that
remember
shit.
He was riding through the tunnel.
They plan on doing
Everything
that.
was automatic.
They plan on doing that shit.
Hands free,
Yeah,
Yes.
hands free.
And they knew when
Seen the nigga was driving. The sun is straight up. He was in the Tesla, sleeping.
That you drive, and my people got a GMC. If you see you a little bit to the left, the car going come and fool you back up. Like that. I'm doing it. Just put me on. I'm doing it.
How was that possible? Even back then, I remember I had a foreign car. They were saying, look, you don't make this payment if you're in Connecticut. We'll completely shut the car off. You don't make this payment, we'll completely shut the whole car off. You won't be able to drive.
They still do that. They still do that.
It was done right now.
Ford said they making some of the business.
Go back.
Recall, wake up and say somebody stole my car and call the police.
Nah.
Car gone.
Yeah, they didn't pay.
You didn't pay, nigga.
shoot out.
I'm driving a truck over 35,000 miles and it'll slam on brakes while I'm doing 7,500. Boom, it slam all the way down. Like, get me over, like, sir, like the whole truck, like, it'll not just jack you back over, it'll break all the way down. Like, you know, when I guess it's detecting something about to happen, it'll break you all the way down, man. And the
mitigation system.
Yeah, the mitigation system, bro.
This is hell, man. This
Hell.
that was pushing forth to do what? Surveillance and watch the whole world, man. He wants to know everything. All right? like we went into technocracy. This is his plan, right? This is the devil's plan, and while you up here bullshitting, thinking that it's already in motion.
Yeah.
He already systematically massaging in to you Jakes, man, to you people here, and you eat that shit up. All right. How long we got?
Universal basic income. I got the Galatians 6.
Okay, yeah, we got like 8 minutes.
No, I was saying that.
Okay. Yeah, real quick. This Galatians.
What's up, brother?
You got more?
Oh yeah.
More in that word?
Yeah, because the other word basically went into noun, which means that close investigation. You want a close investigation. It's crazy.
The words mean something, man.
Yeah.
And that devil, and he knows that. So like I said, he gets you people out there that love that tech world. He gets you off like putting the label smart on something, but you don't know what that means. It's a
self-monitoring.
Yeah, self-monitoring.
Oh, yes,
you doing it yourself.
I got a little more. It said when you go into the Greek, it goes into scandalon, which means a stumbling block.
Stumbling block.
Yes.
Damn. Gotcha.
If you marked off and scanned, you became the stumbling block.
The Lord did that to you.
I mean, the Lord did it to you. He blinded you.
Galatians?
I got it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's Galatians chapter 6 and verse 17. It says, from henceforth, let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai. You want to get that word marks in the Blue Letter Bible. All right? It goes into stigma. Stigma, G4742. It says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, which means cut.
Yeah, under the skin.
Yeah.
It's their plan. They plan on putting this RFID chip under the skin, man. Like I said, it's not white women. It's not an embargo. What else they say?
Sin.
It's not sin. Yeah. Throw it off, man. Go ahead.
And ultimately go into that word, what it is, karak, but the etymology goes to karak.
Karak.
With a punctual,
Palisade.
the incision of the goes underneath the skin.
It goes to grapho. All right.
Yes. Into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to.
All right. And a lot of you're going to get pricked and inserted with that RFID chip. And your masters, all right, a lot of you Israelites, your master is going to be who? J.P. Morgan Chase, Rothschilds,
Wells
Fargo, you name it, man. All right? You're gonna bear that mark. You're gonna take it. A lot of you gonna get, like the scripture says, you're gonna get them sores on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of you gonna just ultimately taste the missiles, man.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna be left here preserved to taste those missiles.
I got that.
And put some cancer inside of the body.
Malignant.
Malignant. Right?
Yeah.
Cancer.
It says, and it said it too, back to what you were saying, Kushal. You watch that movie with the original Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually, how was he not able to see Arnold Schwarzenegger when he had that? He put that mud all over him. He couldn't see him. But when something indicated that, okay, that's all right there, that beam shot over there, it turned what's red. So with that, you take that Karag man, that gives that Esau that technology. He's got it right now.
Yeah.
In 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, if you not able to do anything in 15-minute city, shuts everything off, and then you out of society.
And you notice, to speak on this too, we got a little bit more time to speak on this too. You notice how the fuck they having wildfires in the West Coast in the wintertime, burning up shit. Now the same fires that jump across the country to being in South Carolina and New York, man. Burning up everything
down here.
Huh?
We're having winter storms and blizzards down here.
Yeah.
Polar vortex.
Yeah, that was doing that shit, man. They're doing that. And like I said, they already looking for Myrtle Beach to become a smart city. You're looking for the part around New York is what was it?
Manhattan.
No, it was on the outskirts a little bit.
Staten Island.
It's Staten Island, around the Hamptons and shit. They already that particular part that's burning. They already have it. They already predicted that it was going to become a smart city. So anyway, you see fires breaking out, so-called wildfires. This is the devil's plans, man. All right.
Yep.
Nigga said you only gonna be able to come outside for 15 minutes inside this 15-minute box, man. No? Go ahead.
Then at the wealth, they said, we want all humans by 2030 wearing 3 uniforms.
Yeah.
I never say his name. It was start with a K, ended with an S. He said he want all humans wearing 3 uniforms.
Cotton
Yeah,
swab.
cotton.
That's the devil, man.
It already started with the school uniform. You know, they started it a couple of years ago. You know, the school uniform. Yeah, you know, first regular clothes, and then they went to the uniform.
Well, you watch the movie Demolition Man, they would show you that. You know?
Yeah, they're doing it.
Yeah.
Just like prison.
School is prison.
Yes.
You ride school buses. You walk in a
straight
single
line.
file.
You indoctrinated.
Come out. Right, hands back to sleep.
Some of them got ball on it.
That's the spirit.
And you go to the school.
It's cold.
Yeah, you go to school. Yeah, you go to any school that got Booker T. Washington. That's otherwise around like that, man. Martin Luther King, this or whatever, you know, it's rough. And like I said, it's an indoctrination. You just going to a small prison, man.
That's it.
It
Anybody
says,
got anything? Go ahead, more.
it says, and there were some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods.
Yeah. Same thing gonna happen these times. A lot of people they're gonna stamp this. They're gonna get that chip, man. For the sake of all out just being American, man, to being part of the system. All right. Especially if they're offering money, Jake gonna sell out the gate for it. Go ahead.
Just to back up that Galatians 6. It's Exodus chapter 21, verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and shall also bring him to the door, unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever.
And that all is getting ready to brand you and to serve you with the chip, man.
Digital all.
There you go. Yeah, just like they tag cows and shit with that tag, brand stamp, or they brand it. That's the same thing going on.
Claiming that ownership.
Yeah.
Goya.
Tag them in trash.
That too.
Yeah, when they be out in the ocean and whatnot, they'll tag them and watch them.
Yeah. That's what they plan on doing through the internet of things with people, man.
I will be.
Yeah, we up on it.
Got a quick
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah.
one.
Y'all too?
I got one.
All right, we're gonna end it on him. He's getting ready to get straight into the ceremony, man.
Just the book of Sirach, chapter 27 and 1. Backing up what the elder is saying, especially for that bag, they're gonna chase after that chip, just to seek that abundance, which is about to go into. It says, many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. As a nail sticketh fast between joining of the stones, so doth sin stick close between buying and selling.
Yeah, because they're gonna come with this new basic income. All right, and they're gonna come with this reset where everybody is their money being transitioned into a new currency, and you have a chance to get it. They're gonna
Debt free.
Yeah, debt free, get out of poverty, school,
student loan.
Yeah, all that shit. You're gonna be able to have a chance to have a chance to get a part of the American dream, piece of the pie. And they gonna say, what? They gonna put $8,000, $20,000 in my account? Oh yeah, sign me up. You can take that shit, man.
Yeah. It's their chance to make America great again in their eyes. Make their own
Yeah.
I know what Hebrews.
Yeah, man.
Jake gonna do that shit for entertainment. Jake went did it. Jake took the jab just to have some entertainment, man.
You know, so
Yeah,
they'll do it
donut.
for free.
Yeah.
They gonna take the scan for free, bro.
They showed it on the movie on the
For
screen.
entertainment.
It was like, off here, right?
Yeah.
$2,000. How you know if I'm gonna be when you put that track on the right side? You know when you're
Like a little job, I used to work at a nursing home. They was offering Jake like $150 to $100 just to get the job.
Yeah, they offer you a donut, man.
They do it. Obviously,
Even they already starting to approach a lot of them in prison with the, with the mark of the beast, man. Right? So that's gonna be the bigger thing. You know, you gonna wonder how all these different guys just say, Larry Hoover, gonna give them that, man. You know? They're already dealing with overpopulation, so it's nothing to, make a guy. Well, we can have a chance to scan him if you ever get out of line. We know where he at.
The new ankle monitor.
All right.
That'll be select.
They've been having a problem with that too. Especially like here, they've been cutting off ankle monitors.
Oh, they cutting them off, and they putting Vaseline on their leg and just
Come on.
slipping it off.
But the spirit, Elder Yashawama did the video on in the times, right before Yahusha was, executed, whatever they asked to what? Give them Barabbas. But most of these people and these violent criminals, these pardons being given out, it's similar to that. It's symbolic to the times in which the world gonna accept murderers and whatever kind of people just for a safe way of living, or just to be able to go to a circus or park or something. They go.
Rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Hey, this is not a fall off, all right? This is the plans of the elites, right? All right, that run America lock, stock, and barrel, man. That's their plans to cause it off, all right? We went in various different accounts and information. We even brought out guys like Aaron Russo that sit down. He did an interview with, all right, a big wig. And he asked you, what is the end goal? And he told him, the end goal is to chip everyone, right? That's right. All right? Exactly. So he called it all, both small and great.
Rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or
Let me say
sell.
that too, bro. There's two separations. Got this guy in office right now. Now, how much more evident is you got Elon Musk literally in office with this devil right now, performing Neuralink technology right now.
He's advisor.
Right under advisor right now.
He's advisor.
This nigga ain't never done nothing in no political office. Never. Even Trump himself, man. He ain't never done nothing.
It was actors. Trump ain't falling nothing, man.
Even this Zelensky guy, this guy's a fucking, he's a movie actor, man. And a cross dresser the booth. Huh?
And a move.
And a move.
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of 50 Shades of Grey shit going on, man. All right, you got a lot of freakism going on with this shit, man.
Yeah, I remember like before, years ago, they always said, back then it was like in the last days, the so-called, the Antichrist is supposed to be a man and a woman.
Nigga with a suit on.
Yeah. And they were gonna have a person in the backdrop when we whisper in the Antichrist's ear, pushing him to further a certain agenda. So without bringing that out, that's how how you got Trump, you got Elon Musk, he in Trump here, he's pushing that agenda push that the society for the see it for everybody.
Yeah. It is like I say. Lamar.
Verse 17 it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah. So you be coming into a time where you're not gonna be able to buy or sell, you're not gonna be able to free travel around these streets or highways and say we got the mark, man. It's a time we in, all right? This what is it? To tell it, to what is it?
Totalitarian. Police state.
Police state,
Yes.
man. On
Dictatorship.
steroids.
Technocracy.
Yeah, on steroids. Man.
Dystopia.
Yeah, this is where we at. All right. So with that, man, we're gonna end this this Passach lesson. All right. First and foremost, we're gonna end it by giving all praises and honor to Yahweh. Once again, double honors to our elders, the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. Until next time, shalom.
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 Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.